everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back doing another Rivals of Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. I think we're going to take the Forerunner to start it off here. Otherwise, nothing else really that good in here. It's a pretty weak pack overall, but the Forerunner cycle is pretty good. Unfortunately, Forerunner of the Heralds is not a terribly exciting one, but certainly the pick. Alright, follow-up pick. Well, the best card is probably the Brontodon, which works pretty well considering our first pick. So we'll take the Brontodon. And yeah, not too much else in here at all. Alright. Now I think we're looking at Pioneer, which is a really good card. Pairs well with our Forerunner, but is also just good on its own. 2 bodies, 3 mana, common. And other good cards, I like the Aspirant a lot. I like Scoundrel. Aspirant's definitely better, but... And Mutiny is playable, but not exciting to me anymore. So, alright. Okay. Crashing Tide. Stalker. Probably take another Pioneer. I could take the Crashing Tide now, though. I think Pioneer's probably better. I'm not 100% on that. Crashing Tide is very good, but Pioneer, can't stress enough. Getting multiple bodies really allows you to just go off with some cards. Alright, here we meet kind of an unexciting pack for us. Probably just take the Plummet for sideboard. It's a nice sideboard card to have. Nothing else in here is particularly good. I could just take the Zealot. I like Zealot a lot, but then we're starting to go down a weird archetype here. Just black, green, play the rock. I could. I think I'm just going to take Plummet though. Stick to green. Alright, well, black is continuing to flow. I'm not seeing a lot of blue. Guess I could take Zealot. Not giving up much. Could take the Hatchling. There's a Dreadmaw. Nothing else really. Could take the Squire's Devotion. Probably just take the Hatchling, I guess. We already have one dinosaur that actually works really well with it. So maybe we'll get some more. Could take the Dreadmaw. There's also a Scoundrel. Probably just take the Dreadmaw. Start to figure out what we're doing. I don't think Release to the Wind is very good. Not really looking like a Gleaming Barrier deck. I think we'll take a Naturalize. Get a couple good sideboard cards going. Alright, I guess we can take a Scoundrel now. Yeah, we've got a weird deck, so we're going to need some equipment if we're going to play all the little dudes, or we're going to need some mass buff effects. Otherwise, I don't think black-green right now is looking that good. Doesn't look like blue is open though, which is going to make the Merfolk playing difficult, but just a Forerunner into a Jungleborn Pioneer is good synergy. Alright, we're going to just cut green hard, so we want all the green cards we can get. Mutiny is fine. And red-green is fine, I guess, but I'll take the urge. We definitely want to be green. So we have some white cards as well. I'd probably take the Moment of Triumph. The Frillback, that's good actually. That is equipment technically, but I'm just going to cut all the colors we could potentially play and figure it out from there. Ooh, oh. I know what I'm playing. Yeah. I guess we're going to play junk. Yeah. I'm going to play Profane Procession because it's not a fair card. So, seems like the plan to me. So I guess the plan is 3 color fatties. That'll probably work the best. Well, I do love Golden Demise. So maybe black, green, splash, white. That could work too. So take Golden Demise here. Yeah, this card is too strong to pass, in my opinion. And this actually rewards us for playing all these cards that build your Ascend quickly. So we're going to need some fixing. This much I'm sure of. Well, Forsaken Sanctuary is kind of exactly what we're looking for if we want to be able to make this Profane Procession reliably work, so we're going to take that. I'm not worried about not ending up with enough playables either. Otherwise, Divine Verdict on Splash, or more likely another Pioneer, because the card is so good, but we'll take the Sanctuary. Could take the Atsogan Seer. Problem is, it requires our splash color to play, but there's not a lot else here. There's a Armisar, which is not bad. Could take the Dusk Charger. That might make more sense, because we can build towards Ascend, and then it's kind of a fatty finisher at a modest cost. Without getting too color intensive. Alright. I think focusing on just splashing the Profane Procession makes a little more sense to me. Although here, maybe I'd take another Scoundrel, but I don't really like, well, Scoundrel's probably fine. It does get your damage in early. Builds towards your Ascend at a reasonable cost. Otherwise we could splash Luminous Bonds. We don't have much removal, so I kind of like that more. I was just saying I would prefer to just splash for Profane Procession, but if you look, we actually don't have any removal other than Golden Demise and Profane Procession. And Procession is more of like a win con than a removal spell. It's both, but it requires setup. Back to back to back Atsocan Seers? That's crazy. I just don't love this on the splash. This is better if you just main green-white. I'm going to take the Dreadmaw, get another big finisher. Creeper? That I might be okay with. It's good value. 3 mana, 3/3 too. Otherwise, Dinosaur Hunter's fine. I'm going to take the Creeper, actually. I haven't played this, and it actually seems like a pretty cool card. Just going to take the Veteran. Now I kind of do want the Barrier. We're looking like a Barrier deck. Definitely. That's a lot of red cards, geez. We'll take the Cleansing Ray for sideboard. I'm going to cut the black card here. Alright, Armisar is actually a good pickup for us. Got the Seer anyway. Somebody can have a Mutiny. Okay. So, I like what we're doing, actually. Vanquisher's Banner. I don't think I have enough consistency. As powerful as this card is, we just don't have enough dinosaurs or merfolk. We don't have enough creature consistency to make that work. So I think we're looking at Commune, which is not bad, actually. Not a bad plan for a 3-color deck. Otherwise, Bright Reprisal, another removal spell we could splash. Current removal is Aggressive Urge, Demise, Luminous Bond, and that is it. I don't mind playing Bright Reprisal. Tishana's Wayfinder is very good too. But I kind of want to up my removal count. I like Reprisal a lot too, it's good value. I think we'll take the Reprisal. I think we're going to end up with enough removal. I really wouldn't mind taking Commune, but I guess I'm hopeful I can wheel it. Here, I think we just slam a Bloodletter and be super happy about that. It's a good card. Well, another Bloodletter, probably. Not enough Explorer here to take the Walker. Interloper and Cutthroat are fine. March would be not that good. Okay. Daggertooth's pretty good, actually. I like the life gain, but we're going to take the Bloodletter. I think it's better than Daggertooth by quite a bit. So this would be a 17 land version of the deck. We don't need any of these cards. So I guess we'll take a Duress for sideboard. Commune now we'll take. Blossom Dryad's fine too, but I think we actually want the Commune quite a bit. Besides the fact that we have a fair amount of dinosaurs in here. Not a ton, but a fair amount. Commune is actually just good for us. Helps us find our white mana, so we can play our powerhouse spells. Skullduggery is fantastic too, but I'm going to take the Commune. New Horizons is like exactly what our deck's looking for. It's going to help us fix, it's going to help us ramp. Can buff our dudes. I don't like passing a Mark of the Vampire, especially with double Dreadmaw on the deck, but we want this New Horizons. I don't like passing Crushing Canopy either, but I guess since we already have a Plummet and a Naturalize, we're probably okay. Not enough Explore to do Chupacabra, so we'll take the Mark now. Heartstoppers are actually a very good pickup for us. It's an easy Scoundrel swap. Guess we'll take the Tormentor, although I don't think we're going to play it. We can take a look. Not going to play Chalice. Not going to play any of these. Probably just hate a Pyromancer, I don't know. Guess we'll take the Walker, but we don't have any Explorer, so it's probably not going to happen. I don't think the Seer is going to happen either. I'll take the Brute. Red was definitely open this draft, but I'm actually kind of happy with what we got in the end here. I might even play this Dryad. Probably not playing the Tormentor. So, yeah, we have a lot of kind of cool stuff here. Second to last pick, Raptor Companion. Fascinating. Okay, so let's figure out. We can easily cut 5 creatures and then actually call it a deck after that. So, we don't have to cut any of our spells. Just have to cut 5 creatures. Probably a Tormentor. Probably Scoundrel. And then our 3 weakest creatures after that. Probably like, I kind of like Forerunner, because you play Forerunner, you find Pioneer, you play Pioneer, this becomes a turn 5, 5/4 potential attacker. Maybe that doesn't seem great, but I actually kind of like it, because Pioneer, you're never really unhappy at any point in the game to see a Pioneer. Always pretty happy to clog up the board with 2 more bodies for 3 mana. So I think we're going to leave this little trifecta in our deck here. Which then means, what are the other cuts? Hardy Veteran's more of an aggressive card. I'm just running it because it's a 2-drop, which is actually a pretty good reason to run it. Frillback is typically pretty unexciting. Basically has synergy with Commune, but Commune is almost more of a land finder anyway. And it has some synergy with like Cherished Hatchling, but it's never like busted with Hatchling. You're probably going to end up playing it as a kill spell, which is, I guess, kind of the purpose, but I think I'd rather have the Dryad, potentially getting to our 5 and 6 drops quicker, which means we have to cut 2 more creatures. I still like the barrier, believe it or not. It buys us time. We have some kind of good early time buying stuff. I have to cut 2 more creatures. I still want to try the Creeper. I think it is a veteran, believe it or not. Just because we're not a beatdown deck, so I don't care if it's a 2-4 on my turn. It's just a 2-2 on theirs when I need it defensively. One more creature, and then we are good. And remember, we have this Forsaken Sanctuary too, which is cool. Which means we already have 1, 2, well, this is like half. 1.5, 2.5 white sources. It's actually not that bad. One more cut. It could still be the Dryad. As much as I like Dryad, especially with New Horizons. Feel as though we probably cut one of our 3 drops though, and I think it's probably the Dryad. I'm not in love with that, but it's what we're doing, I think. So yeah. We have 3 white spells, which means we probably want access to like minimum 4 or 5 white. And we only have 2.5 now, so I might need 3 planes, potentially. Sort by color, take a look at what we're doing here. Okay, so we have the most green, also have a lot of double green, 1 double black, and then a few white. So we already have a black and a white. We probably end up doing something like, this would be 4 white, 8 green, 6 black. But it's a little bit deceptive because we also have the New Horizons and the Commune. So I think this mana base actually does work for me. Because we really do need to be able to play that Commune on turn 1. And we definitely need double green. And we have the New Horizons, which requires green. So getting green is pretty essential to play our other enabler spells. I may not need to run. Maybe I run 1 more swamp. I think that probably does make sense. So this way we have 7 black sources. Yeah. I think that's 8, 7. I think that's actually pretty good. This seems good to me. Alright, well, a little junk deck for y'all. Let's see how this runs. We'll see you round 1.